been a little bit, hasn't it? What is up, everybody? Godzilla 851 here, finally back with something very special. Something ordered quite some time ago and finally came in today. Ordered this from Kaiju Live, and enough talk. Haven't said this in a while. Let's open. We have the Spiral Studios Legacy Series GMK. As you can see, this puppy is quite big, quite taxing, at least for me to open up. Let's get the rest of this open. Oh man. Pictures do not do this thing justice. Right off the bat, I can tell by the sculpt in this thing is amazing. Nice and hard material taken for that. Oh, you're a big puppy, aren't you? Oh. Set you down here. And then you got the tail. Hopefully that just places right in. There and there. Knife away. So, tail, and here he is. Let's see how the tail works. Oh, it's got a big old magnet. It just went right in. We have the Spiral Studios Legacy Series GMK. From the film GMK, Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, all monsters all out attack. Awesome film. And when this went up for pre-order, you know, I pre-ordered this with Kaiju Live, you know, with AJ Russo, and I did this. They started releasing pictures of this, I think, summer of 2022. The pictures look great, and I heard they were doing even more modifications to it. And then it went for pre-order, and I think it was September of 2022. And I immediately jumped on it. You know, I was immediately sold on it. I went right to Kaiju Live, and I you know, pre-ordered it right with AJ, and you know, and just waited a year, Eventually, it got here to the States, and he sent me the invoice, paid for it, like that. Here we are. So, right off the bat, this thing's amazing. Okay, it is quite heavy. Yeah, I'm moving around a little slower nowadays. I had a thing a couple of months ago. I don't really want to get into it now, but I'm moving a little slower nowadays. But right off the bat, this thing's amazing. Okay, the sculpt is phenomenal. Okay, start off with the face, and I was a little worried about the face because the pictures I've seen online of a little bit of painting of the eyes, and they were dark. One eye was dark, one eye was painted, and mine, that's weird. That's just plain weird. Oh, it's just a shadow. So the eyes aren't really, fully white as you'd expect, like from the movie. People are expecting like them all to be completely white. Where here, it actually has a bit of darkness around the outside of it, and the white is towards the center. So it still has that blank white eye look to them, but they add more color and more interesting features to it. It's awesome stuff. Okay. No articulation with this. This is like a statue / X Plus kind of figure. It's full size of a gigantic figure, which I will show off with a gigantic figure, towards the end of the video or in a little bit. So now let's go back to the face. Each individually sculpted tooth, fantastic work. Big old red tongue. Looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, very suit accurate this Godzilla is. Now the X Plus, I've seen a lot of people, they were selling their X Plus Gigantics, and they're like, oh, yeah, get this, and it's a stylized version. It does look interesting. I do like the X Plus Gigantic. However, I don't like that styled version of it. I've seen it in purchase, and I went over Leslie Chambers. Go subscribe to Leslie Chambers, by the way, and he showed me it, and it does look awesome. It's just not for me. I wanted something more like this, and this is what we got from Spiral Studios, and it is amazing. Okay, I think, we get an amazing counter going? Nah, we're not gonna do that. Okay, moving on to the chest and the arms. You guys, arms cocked up like he's in the middle of walking towards like Baragon or stomping through the city. Just being a big old angry Godzilla as he was in the film. Just looking awesome. The claws on his hands are not really bone white. They're more like a grayish color, looking awesome. And it bleeds into the skin. The skin is like a charcoal gray. Not really black, not really white. Looking awesome. Okay. Then you look onto the chest and to the waist. He's got that dad bod looking thing. I've never been against the dad bod look for Godzilla. I always like him maybe a lot larger. I know in the show series he was thin for most of the bit, but remember, in Gojira, he wasn't thin in Gojira. He was a large boy in Gojira. So, okay. Moving on to those big old legs. He did not skip leg day at the gym. Massive legs. Got the four-toe scheme. I always like the four-toe scheme as well for Godzilla, if you know me. And once again, you got the toenails, which are gray rather than bone white, and they bleed into the skin, just looking awesome. Moving over to the back and the dorsal plates. Mwah, just looking awesome. Love it. Absolutely love it. Looks amazing. All of these dorsal plates, it's like a mixture of, the Showa, you got some Heisei look to it. Just this Godzilla is like the Showa and the Heisei Godzilla smushed together. Love it. Okay, moving on to the tail. The tail, from what I remember, it's not really that long in the film. Actually, here's the 30 centimeter X Plus Godzilla as what GMK, and yeah, it's about the same length. So yeah, they didn't really have his tail very long in this as well, which I'm glad, because he's going up here on this shelf right behind me with my other GMK Godzillas. So a long tail, especially with the window back here, wouldn't go very well. So especially if we go straight back. So looks amazing. Okay. This puppy is heavy, and I was dreading that. However, this shelf back here is steel, so it should be able to hold him up just fine. It holds up everything else, so we'll get to that. 10 out of 10. I think they have to write a new scale for this. Godzilla. Absolutely amazing. This is like picture perfect right from the movie. They even got the fold underneath of his chin, you know, where like the animatronic was, where you open the mouth, close the mouth, stuff like that. They even got that little fold right there as well. Details, details, details. All those little spot on details. Absolutely amazing. And once again, let's look at the tail. I can't believe I was able to get the table on that easy. I was dreading that because of reasons. Comes right off. Big old magnet inside. Boop. Pops right in. Awesome stuff. And you can see now he's on the table right there. See how massive he is. Whew. Absolutely awesome. Okay. So, once again, you know, this figure went for pre-order last year in September, and you know, I pre-ordered it with Kaiju Live, and I've been talking with AJ Russo's the guy in charge there, and become friends with him, and he's kept me in the loop all the way through. Class act guy, and you know, always let me know where things were, where things stood with this figure, with this. Can we call this a figure? This is more of a statue. Yeah, with this guy, with this puppy right here, with this awesome thing. Just look at that. Just look at that. Yeah, a little more closer. Get close to the camera. There you go. Just look how awesome that is. Whew. Not a cheap figure. Not cheap. Okay. Not gonna lie, it came out at a time and payments were needed when it wasn't really that easy. But because I was kept in the loop on, you know, where it was and how far away it was and everything, I was able to, you know, scrounge things together a lot easier. With more information, I was able to, you know, compile together. So, that is the review and the little story I have for this GMK. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. 10 out of 10, 100 out of 10. Absolutely awesome. Now, Spiral is very busy, aren't they? You know, if you're following, you know, Spiral online, or if you're interested in this figure at all, or you've seen them on Twix, or any of the other social media things, you've seen that they have a Godzilla 84 figure coming out as well soon. Yeah. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see on that one. But this one is an absolute yes buy. Absolutely wonderful. Highly recommend it. You get your hands on this right now. Get your hands on this figure right now if you can. Don't wait. If you see the pictures, you see this video, you see how awesome he looks like this. If this motivates you and you are able to do it, if you want to do it, I know things are really tight nowadays, but if you absolutely want to get this figure, I would do it now, because I can only imagine what the aftermarket's going to be. Because I've seen, you know, other Spiral figures and other Spiral statues, like King Ghidorah actually comes to mind, the Monsterverse Ghidorah. That thing's like $2,000, $3,000 on eBay in the aftermarket. So yeah, I would definitely look into this now. That's just me. If you're interested, just saying. Anyway, so let's bring over an X Plus Gigantic and show it is right next to it. And which better Gigantic could you actually pick him against? Well, if you've seen the movie, then you should know which one I'm going with. And here is the GMK Spiral with the favorite Sculptor's Line Gigantic Godzilla. And, you know, they're relatively the same size. However, now looking a little closer, GMK is a little taller than this Godzilla, which, you know, that's fine. You know, as long as you position them correctly on your shelves, it shouldn't be a problem. But this is pretty much like a size comparison. You can see what it's like, you know, wanting to position it like on your shelves, or when you get it in hand, where you like to put it, size-wise. Comparative to, like, say, X Plus has been around for quite a long time, and I'd say that about X Plus. I love X Plus, but this Spiral GMK, I saw it, and I had to hit it. But, yeah, here they are. Getting a little tongue-tied now. Yeah. Anyway, so let's get into some final thoughts about this GMK. And finally, some final thoughts. Here's the GMK Spiral with some X Plus GMK figures. Now, originally I said I was done with GMK a couple years ago. I wasn't going to buy any more GMK figures. I was done. I thought I had enough, GMK love in my collection. Well, that's life. So, I went ahead and got this. And here we are. All outstanding figures, but this Spiral is on a different level. It really is. I highly recommend it. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous figure. 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100, or 100 out of 10. Break the scale. Tear the scale down. This thing is awesome. Well, those are my thoughts, and that's me until next time. It's been a while. Maybe do some gameplay footage. I've been doing a lot lately, uploading and showing up like with Spider-Man and Mortal Kombat. I don't know what else we're going to be doing. So, until next time, this is GoJet851 saying please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all next time with the next one. All right. Take it easy.